Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today we're discussing a model that was launched back in 2000, and it came in a series of 4: blue, pink, yellow, and green. They were known as the Rolex Daytona Beach set. All of them white gold Rolex Oyster Perpetual Cosmograph Daytonas. So this watch right here is the pink variant of the Daytona Beach. A Y serial number. The timepiece measures 40 millimeters in diameter, 12.1 millimeters thick, 47.6 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip, and 20 millimeters between the lugs. These watches came on shorter straps, as it was thought initially that they would be targeted towards female buyers. They've proved to be so popular with male buyers over the years that many Rolex vendors who sell these will actually equip them with male-sized straps, and that can be done. So the watch will fit my wrist on the existing strap. My wrist is 16 centimeters circumference. This watch is a lovely combination of millennial pink dial and lizard strap. The watch fits well. It's suitable for a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference, maybe even 13, because there are no solid end links with this strap. It's flat enough to fit underneath the cuff. It'll absolutely work as a dress watch, though perhaps not a bashful watch, as it is, after all, bright and pink. Now, I will recommend, if your wrist is larger than 16 centimeters, we're going to put one of the larger Rolex straps on it. This one is very close to the original OEM spec. We can always change that to fit your wrist. These things are not set in stone. Now, the watch includes a white gold buckle, and you can see it is a deploying clasp with a clamshell lock. There are several different divots drilled inside. We can actually let this one out quite a bit, as we still have 2 spare divots to bring the anchoring point of the strap outboard. It is a single fold clamshell action. You can see the clamshell locks, and it is white gold like the rest of the case. The strap is lizard, an unusual factory fitment from Rolex. It's very uncommon to see a factory lizard strap from Rolex, especially on a sports watch. It's a wonderful pink, and it's a rather intense pink, almost fuchsia in detail. It's fairly thick cut too. As you can see, it has sheer cut sides that have been dyed just like the rest of the leather. And then on the underside, it's a more conventional calfskin. This is a brand new Rolex factory strap. Taking a quick look at the case, you can see Rolex triplock crown in white gold. You know that because the 2 flanking dots are small, and the second size dot, the center one, is large. So flanking small, center large, that's white gold in a triplock. Flanking large, center small, that's platinum and a triplock. Okay, so you screw out the chronograph pushers, and the watch has a pleasing column wheel chronograph action. It's 100 meters water resistant. The case is gray gold, which is an 18-karat white alloy that never needs to be rhodium plated. So you don't have another colored material underneath if it gets scratched, and it doesn't need to be regularly rhodium plated to look white. So Rolex, making its own alloys, owning its own foundry, ensures that the highest grade material is used. This is not the cheap white gold that you'll see on, for example, mass market white gold jewelry. It's white all the way through. We have a tachymeter scale calibrated to 400, and that's used in conjunction with the chronograph for gauging the speed of an object. It is, after all, a Daytona Beach watch, and Daytona International Speedway is not far away, so if you choose to hit the track after a day at the beach, you'll be able to gauge the speed of a race car around the speedway. Now, the dial is pink mother of pearl, and it's quite intense. As you can see, it has a little bit of a lateral tiger stripe sort of pattern to it. No 2 of these are exactly alike because mother of pearl is a natural material. The hands, the crown, as well as the Roman numerals are 18-karat white gold, so they won't tarnish or oxidize over time. You can see there are polished chapter rings for the sub-registers and that red Daytona script down at the base. The watch, of course, includes the in-house caliber 4130. This model line was launched in part to celebrate the arrival of the in-house caliber Daytona back in 2000, and a couple little things to note. It's easy to see that this is the in-house caliber because the seconds dial is down at 6 o'clock rather than over at 9 the way it would be on an El Primero. And you can also see that the hands for the chronograph registers, hours and minutes, they don't actually line up with the cannon pinion. They're a little bit above some of the hallmarks of the in-house caliber. Solid case back, solid gold. It actually adds to the weight of the watch and decreases its thickness. Caliber 4130, bidirectional winding. It was the first Rolex automatic movement to use a rotor bearing rather than a jeweled staff for greater shock tolerance. 72-hour power reserve, 4 Hz beat rate, 31 joules, COSC certified Swiss chronometer. It has a full balance bridge with a free sprung index for shock tolerance. Then it has a handmade Breguet overcoil hairspring for consistent timing in any position, and I apologize if I got my joule count wrong previously. It is a 44 joule movement, and the watch includes a vertical clutch and a column wheel. So thanks to the column wheel, you have extremely crisp column wheel actuation of the chronograph. You hear it, you feel it. Thanks to the vertical clutch, there is no jump or stagger to the chronograph's seconds hand, and you can leave the chronograph running full-time should you choose, because the vertical clutch creates no additional wear and tear on the movement. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details of this Rolex Daytona Beach.